Hello, I got something I like quite a bit. A Belgian brewed Saison with American hops. It's La Vermontoise, brewed by Brasserie de Blaugies, and sort of collaboration with Hill Farmstead Brewery. So I guess Sean Hill went to Blaugies or talked to the Blaugies brewers and was like, put in some Amarillo hops from America into your spelt Saison. And I think this is a similar recipe to their normal spelt Saison. Just maybe tweaked a little bit, and then they throw in Amarillo hops. They don't say if they dry hop it with the hops or anything. And they've made a couple batches of this beer so far. Very carbonated. I'm not sure what the date is on this. The cork doesn't say anything. There's nothing on the bottle, but these bottles just showed up in New England this week. And I haven't seen it around in a few years, at least nothing fresh. Maybe some old bottles from 2014, the first time they brewed it. And it's 6% alcohol. It uses, yes, a good amount of spelt in it. And they say an abundance of Amarillo hops, which is the very citrusy, pungent American hop. And it's very carbonated. And I've really liked the other Blaugies beers I've had. And they tend to be super carbonated. I thought that was a soft pour. And this has actually also been in the fridge for a few days, which can help to, you know, settle everything down. Now I think that actually when you have a beer that gets really cold and stays cold, it's because all the molecules and everything stops moving around so much, and it's not as wild in the movement of all the liquid in there. I mean, that's what prevents supercarbonation that you might get if you just lightly chill a beer, just put it in the fridge for like, you know, half an hour. But that is a little crazy. You might be able to see the intense carbonation in there. Definitely very bottle conditioned. There's a little bit of sediment in the bottom. I don't know if you can quite see in there. It's old school green bottle, but I'm not smelling any skunking yet, which is nice, because that will definitely happen, especially with a assertively hopped beer. It's smelling like has a slight vanilla grainy, not quite banana aroma. I guess maybe slightly banana, but I get more of a vanilla pear sort of aroma. I feel like it's not as spicy as DuPont's Saison yeast, but it's not as much like a Hefeweizen as a lot of American brewers' Saisons that they make that are not really to my taste. There's a lot of them are just like big ol' Hefeweizens basically with some American hops, but this is a little bit different. I'm not sure exactly what the spelt is imparting, but a special sweeter graininess. I haven't had so many spelt things. I've had spelt in bread, but I've never had straight up spelt, so it's not sure exactly what that adds to the beer. But the head is finally subsiding a little bit, but it's pretty beautiful, rocky, foamy, getting some really nice lacing there. And the carbonation just pushing the aroma out through the head really well. I'm not getting, you know, an IPA type Amarillo citrusy quality, but there's definitely some lemon happening. I think that's what they mention on their website. Citron, lemon, maybe some soft sweet Smarties, and a little bit of orange, but it's not quite like, you know, fresh cut orange. It's not like orange juice aroma. But very fresh smelling, not very grassy, very light hay. No wild yeast or anything going on. Very, very light, not tartness, but just kind of lower on the pH scale, maybe around 4 or something. Ooh. I get more hop character on the tongue. Actually, I'm getting some musky orange pith. Not very bitter, but It's not orange zesty, juicy. And it's got a good amount of body. It's very fluffy though, because it's got some body and it's also highly, highly carbonated. Extremely fluffy on the palate, and yeah, it's zesty. I would say it's got some sort of Sprite flavors going on too. It's pretty, and it's pretty citrus pithy, I would say, surprisingly. And there's not much spice going on. A little bit of pepper, not big clove and banana like you might think. The yeast seems a little bit restrained. It's just a little bit funkier and earthier than most Saison yeasts. It doesn't pop with the normal esters and phenols you usually get. And the head is a lot of fun with this beer. But I guess it's not as sweet and malty as normal Saison DuPont. It's really pale. It's one of the paler Saisons I've had. That's not like a grisette or a lower alcohol. It's definitely paler and less malt flavored than Saison DuPont. Perhaps the spelt is just adding a little bit more of a woody, grainy sort of flavor, and they don't add any sweeter specialty malts to this one. Even though it's really dry, it doesn't seem too thin for some reason. Even though it's like super carbonated too. But that's just the magic of really good beer brewing. And I might like this one more than Saison DuPont. Saison DuPont is awesome, but it's got a good amount more malt, like sweeter malt, slight toastiness going on. This is not, it doesn't have that at all. It's just like water, crackers, simple malts. And there's a beautiful little knob of head in the middle that is left over from the first pour. I wish you could see it, but expertly bottle conditioned. And I got this bottle definitely very fresh. Now I'm getting just some straight up orange in the aroma. Not quite grapefruit, like maybe some super sweet ruby red grapefruit juice. But yeah, now I'm getting lots of fresh orange. Slight lime. And just so light and fluffy, but prickly at the same time on the tongue. This beer is really good. This is up there with some of my favorite Saisons up there, actually. I haven't had this in a while. I had it when it first came out. And then I think I had it when it had been, sitting around for about 6 months. And it was like, oh, this is still pretty good. But I got this bottle as fresh as I possibly could, I think. And it's really great. There's no old hop flavors happening yet in this. No skunkiness. Yeah, and once you can really get your nose in there, it's got so much rustic, grainy, just like smells like woods, and it smells like a field full of grain, but also some flowers, honeysuckle, slight, like light honeyish flowers, and orange, plenty of orange in there from the Amarillo, and maybe a very light green hop character, but not much going on here in terms of a resinous hop character. I don't think they use the hops like that in Belgium much. And the spices and the yeast are not too much. It's really just helping to bring out the grainy, rustic quality of the spelt and everything they use, and let the hop shine. I'm gonna give this a really good score. I like this a lot. I give it like a 92 or something. It's one of my favorites so far. It's kind of the Saison that I wish was brewed more often, like really earthy, restrained Saison yeast with a very brisk, simple, citrusy American hop. That's what's going on here. It's really great. So yeah, I would do a very good score of 82 plus 5 bags of popcorn repeating for La Vermontoise from Blaugies. Good night.